this legend. The last that in September 18 at minute 9 in the fortress, near the course of Chiloé. People that surrounded fortress listen to gallop of horse when they meet fall down. This legend caused Goose, Brown, and Terror Life happened with a group of young people that were camping in the San Antonio fortress of Ancud.
We were traveling Chiloé and it got late for us and set our tents in the San Antonio fortress of Ancud.
We came from Calbuco and arrived in the afternoon of September 17, 209, and we want to continue walking, but suddenly it got dark.
It was strange because it didn't happen in Calbuco. There it was getting dark at 9 p.m., but here it got dark at 6 p.m.
That is surprise.
It is getting dark very early.
What is happening? It's very cool and already it's dark.
We look for a place as it is able only before that is later.
We might go to the fort that is here near.
Already, then we go.
Hey!
We were speaking inside our tent quietly, and suddenly we began to listen a strange noise.
We felt that somebody was surrounding us and Strangest galloped terrified us because it was strange to dark horse at this time in the city.
Here it is perfect. Will it be sure?
I think so. It is just one night.
Tomorrow already we will leave this place.
This was supposed to be secure.
Worse than this night?
Impossible! What are we supposed to go out?
I see a lot of cold, but I am afraid to go out to sea. How I don't want to go out of the tent.
Let's go out to sea. Let's go, Pablo.
Yes, we got stay.
And Pablo went out to look at what happened, but they didn't see anything, and felt a dense atmosphere, and had a lot of mist.
Our heart began to beat very fast, and we waited a while to see if anything happened out there, and we felt that something was moving in the trees, and there no wind.
They didn't see anything because their flashlights were spinning and their phones were down low. Someone said their names behind the bushes. The boys were grave and terrified. Every time they listened that the voice approached them.
We didn't know that too, because we were frightened and something was preventing us from reacting.
We were afraid inside the tent. More above, the boys left us alone. We want to go away already of them, but the voice saying to us that it was very dark.
After a while we decide to be moving along in order that these noises don't continue tormenting us.
I don't see it.
Calm, girls, we are here.
It is better than us let go of here.
Why? What's up? What did they see? I do shake with fear.
Say to me that isn't, and it's our imagination.
We don't have lander and are in the middle of the night.
Oh, I hear the gallows again. Please, let's get away from here.
We can't. It's dark.
And the fog doesn't clarify to see.
Let's get away from here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Since that day, they began to investigate about the history of the dam. They discovered that in Ancud was the last Spanish reductor and that a war had happened where had been killed a lot of soldiers.
The island of Chiloé was conquered by the Spanish in 1567. This event had a great strategic importance because the colonial authorities were afraid that it was taken by enemy powers. On August 20, 1767, Carlos III gave the orders to strengthen the archipelago of Chiloé. In the Villa and Royal Fort near the San Antonio Fort of Chiloé come cheap with finance for the army every year, since it was protected by fortifications. During the process of independence of Chile, the fortification formed an important part in the ending of the war for the independence, a war where the Spanish were fighting against independence. They defeated in the Battle of Maipú in 18, but they remained faithful to the Spanish crown in Chiloé. Finally, they were defeated in the San Antonio Fort. The San Antonio Fort was constructed in the year 1770 in the high part of the city of Ancud. This was protected by cannon of bronze, where the entry once to the port was controlled by them. The fort was the place where floated the last Spanish fleet in our country in 1826.
I remember to having heard the story a lot of time ago, since it was about anything. Every night my granny was telling us an anecdote of when she was a girl of only 9 years of age. Together with my 11 brothers and 50 cousins, we were sitting down around her swimming chair in a deep silence, and she began her story. I was a time of extensive year, even until night before sleeping for the dark stories lived by my previous family. I remember very well a single story that indirectly marked my infancy. This story especially caught of attention because it was about exactly of Ancud and what had happened in the San Antonio Fort. Everything began in full exploration and conquest of the Spanish foreigners, when they had already constructed of the San Antonio fortress, and at night were constantly done by by soldiers to protect the borders of the military. Former resident local families, enclosed and tortured constantly, that night they conspired to give a night of terror to. For this they invoked to the spirits of the dead, because alone they could not manage to take revenge, since they knew that a nearby people obtained help of them, and already they were not slaves of the conquerors. Process of the ritual, there appeared a dark being. And made in stature, his aspect was dark with luminous eyes, and having spoken to it gave you goosebumps that there was managing the crystal, the hair, and to leave the speech statue. They spoke with the creature and did a pact. The creature would grant him supernatural powers. To 30 of these men, they would give them the victory and his freedom, but the treatment would have a cost. They after torturing and to kill the invaders. Tonight, they had to stop 144 Spanish soldiers from themselves. They create a circle and live in way of warfare with severe spikes in the shape of offering and magic pastures to end with the agreement. From this moment, every night of September 17th, the dead soldier protects by beasts that are similar to difficult horse. They beg vociferously for their freedom. Also, and only the person with a noble soul will listen to them.